All right, everyone, welcome to what? Oh, is it a mess back there? It is. It is low-key a mess right there. I'm trying to give the illusion of not messy, or is it better to be real? Keep it fake in this mug. Oh, what a nice, neat room. Hey, everyone, get ready with me as I prepare for my world tour. This is wild. I didn't show you guys the shoes. They're so dramatic. I took this robe from the hotel, and I don't know if I'm gonna get makeup on it, and if I do, I don't know if they're gonna charge me, but we're gonna find out, because they have my card on file, so. Okay, I'm gonna take my pants off, you perverts. Oh, you nasty girls. Ow, nasty. Nasty bitch. So I thought about this halfway through when I realized I probably should have bought my other microphone because I have to hold the mic and do my makeup. Which I don't think I can do. So it's gonna be a journey, y'all. Shout out to Rebecca, my editor, because I'm about to give you the business, honey. I almost started talking into the makeup sponge. Okay, first of all, I'm on the other side of the world. So if I'm loopy, can you forgive me? It is like 2 o'clock in the morning right now in Los Angeles, and it is barely 4 o'clock here in sunny Sydney. It's actually not that sunny in Sydney. Flying to Australia, there are certain queens like Roxy Andrews, I think Chanel's one of them, who they're like, we don't like to travel internationally. And honestly, I'm low-key, don't blame y'all. Traveling internationally is not particularly easy. You don't make more money for traveling internationally. You make the same money you make stateside, except you're adding a lot of travel to your journey. Okay, so we're at the airport, LAX. Now, Rob likes to get to the airport 20 hours before the flight. I like to just skirt by the skin of my teeth. And you know what? I almost always make it. Almost. I mean, in 8 years of doing this, yeah, you're bound to miss a flight or two here and there. But I pretty much across the board make it on my flights by the skin of my teeth every time. We get there a little early, thank God.
Yes, say that again.
Thank God, Rob. Because we had drama. We had drama. See, let me try it now. I'm always having good luck.
It's you that's the good luck.
I always have good luck. We got there. I checked in. Whoosh. Woo. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Checked in. But then Rob, we had to go to the passport, the Canadian, what is it? Australia.eta. Talking to the mic.
Oh, hello. The problem is that people won't help you. They're just like, we don't know. And you're like, well, I have a flight in literally 40 minutes, so I'm going to need some information. And they're looking at you like, sucks to be you.
Now, this is why I say I don't want no straight men working in customer service positions at the airport. Do I not say this all the time?
I say that all the time.
Straight men should be allowed to pick stuff up, put stuff down, and fly the plane. That's it. And honestly, I prefer it be a lesbian flying the plane, quite frankly. I want an old butch flying the plane. Rosie O'Donnell looking bitch on her last flight. So I was one of the first female pilots ever. That's who I want flying my plane. But I will accept a straight man flying the plane because I don't have to see him. I want to feel comfortable in the air. You think a straight man trying to bring me a pack of peanuts is going to make me feel comfortable? Straight standing over me, you want something? No, I don't want nothing. I want Agnes to come offer me something. I want Daquan. I want Jamiroquai.
Yes, Jamiroquai.
That's such a gay name. I want Jamiroquai to come offer me something. I don't want, get your nuts out of my face. I don't like that Anyway, so the straight man is over there. We said, we need help. And he said, I can't help you. I said, there's nothing you can do. He goes, there is nothing I can do. I cannot help you. And he just watched us struggle with the app. The app could not recognize that Rob's face was his face. We were using his phone, my phone. We got 3 phones. We're swapping between all 3 phones. Nothing's working. Nothing is working. And then eventually, somehow it did. I don't know what did one of the pictures just take? What happened?
One of the pictures just randomly took. And then from there, once we walked over, then they said they would send an email in the next 72 hours.
I'm like, we're boarding in 15 minutes. What you mean the next 72 hours?
72 hours.
Rob is not having it, so I'm overtime. I'm his assistant now. I'm like, we got this. It's gonna be okay. No, Rob, come on. And Rob, we try to take pictures, and then at one point I was like, maybe you're smiling because you're smiling on your passport. So I'm trying to watch Rob smile when he's mad. He was like, I'm like, take your hair down, put your hair up, put it to the side. You didn't have no hair. So we finally get through. Then begins our 16-hour flight.
No, remember, then we get to the... We both have TSA pre-check and clear.
Oh my God.
So we get to the clear line. The clear line is crazy long. So I'm like, let's go to TSA pre-check. So we get there, and remember, you showed the man your ticket.
He goes, no, you can't come through pre-check. Love your show, though. Got tickets to your next show. He said, I got VIP tickets. I said, I want a VIP experience right now. Let me in. He said, now turn your ass around.
So we had to go back to the line where we just went through all that with the straight guys. We had to go back to them with our tail between our legs, like, we're back.
And then we found this black lady.
Yeah.
We're like, she's gonna give us the treatment. She's gonna be like more black folks. We find her. She's actually quite kind,
Yes.
quite understanding. She
This
did.
lady that looked at me.
That's a different lady. Listen, Rob is plenty of things: creative, talented, brilliant. Now, bright is not always at the top of the list.
Bleep that.
So-
Just call me stupid.
So we were sitting at the airport in Oklahoma City, and the lady was like, "Oh, we need to put your pre-check number in here. What's your pre-check number?" And he's trying to read it off, but he's just reading the number. He read a one as an I. He was like T. She's like TT. And she was like, okay, TT I. She goes, that's a 1. And then she looks at me and goes, you know the face.
I tried.
But anyway, so I thought it was really sweet. We got our stuff on there, and we are beginning our 16-hour flight to Australia.
Yay.
To Melbourne. 16 hours to Melbourne, 2-hour layover, and then about another 2 hours to Brisbane. Let me do my eyebrows real quick. I always get one eyebrow that I wanted and one eyebrow that I ended up with. Right now, this right eyebrow, that's what I want. That's what I want. Look at her. Ooh, so good. To be honest, today they're both what I want. We stand. Okay, and we're black. After that, the flight to Australia is pretty easy, and we're just laying down. I actually slept for most of the first flight because it was also like 10 o'clock at night when we got on the plane. So what are you going to do for the next 16 hours? But then we get to Australia. Sorry, hold on, I'm trying to get this little... Why do I have to get so like intense when I'm doing my eyebrows? We land in Melbourne, then we have to fly to Brisbane, which is our first show. And y'all, let me tell you right now, okay, I don't need no speculation. I am on Ozempic. Okay, we've had the conversation. I am on the Zimpy, okay? But when you travel with Ozempic, you have to keep it cold. But I can't use the regular ice pack that you put in the fridge because my travel journey is 8-16, then 2-hour layover, that's 18 plus 2 more, 20 hours. So 20 hours of traveling, almost a full day of traveling. My little ice pack's gonna melt. So I asked the flight attendant, she goes, we can't put it in the fridge, I can give you ice. So I take the ice, and then it's just sitting up in the overhead. It's actually doing pretty well. But on the second flight, I put the thing in my backpack. I'm thinking it's gonna be waterproof. The first flight attendant did a great job making it waterproof. Second flight attendant, not so much. Baby, I land, my bag is soaking wet. My laptop is now broken. I'm in a foreign land where they speak a foreign language. And my laptop is broken. I'm so annoyed because I have to use my laptop for work. It's not just for me to, sit here and look at porn, which by the way, who looks at porn on the laptop anymore? I use it for work. I still do podcasts. We did a podcast today. I'm using my laptop right now. There it is right there. So I need my laptop, obviously. You know how I said I had good luck and now I'm talking about how my laptop. Then I have to go to the Apple store and get the cheapest laptop they had. I'm using a mic on my mirror, by the way. Kind of brilliant what I'm doing. Then we are off to the venue. We didn't perform the day we landed.
No, because I fell asleep.
It was the next day. You lose a concept of time when you travel to Australia. We're 17 hours in the future from those of you who are watching this from the United States of America right now. So we are living in the future. It is tomorrow. Sometimes jokes don't translate well from country to country because the cultures are just so different. But honestly, the jokes went really well. I think that the audience was really receptive in Brisbane. I have a great opener tonight. Her name is Nikki. Hopefully I can introduce you all to her later. I saw some of her comedy on Instagram, and it was really, really good. And so this is my second show in Sydney, the biggest city in Australia. We sold about 1,500, 1,600 tickets. It's never lost to me that I'm really out here in these streets, like selling tickets in Australia. Like, y'all, I look crazy. I look at myself mid-makeup, and I'm like trying to have this like emotional moment with y'all. And I'm like, well, being a little queer kid from Columbus, Georgia, looking wild. But no, it's not. I would say it's never really lost to me that, like, I don't know, little me back in Columbus, Georgia, you know, trying to get my mom to look at me. Look at me. Oh my God, I was such a look at me. I was the definition of a look at me kid. Were you a look at me kid?
I was not a look at me kid. I was a hide in plain sight kid. Don't look at me. Don't notice me.
Because you was doing bad The little kids who don't want to get looked at are doing bad and kids who want to get looked at we are so desperate for validation from our parents that we are trying to be little angels, but then we end up becoming messy later in life. But oh my God, was I a look at me, look at me, look at me. And then I ended up just doing nothing. Like, I want my mom to desperately look at me for me to do the crunchiest cartwheel she's ever seen in her entire life. And then I need her to validate that cartwheel was really a fantastic cartwheel.
Would she validate it? Would she say that shit was crunchy? Try again.
My mother would be like, wait, there was some stuff. She'd be like, that was good. But then when it came to my musicals, my mother really hated musicals. She did not like musicals. She would never tell me that a musical was good. I'd be like, what'd you think? She'd go, that was a lot of singing.
Well, because black people don't like...
Black people don't like musicals. I was trying to tell Monet this. Monet's like, nuh-uh, let me tell you right now. Black people do not like musicals. Black people only like musicals about music.
Yeah.
It has to be like Dreamgirls, Temptations, The Five Heartbeats. It has to be a musical about music. But black folks do not like when folks just start singing. That piss black folks. Why is singing? But when you are singing about singing, they like meta musicals. Black folks love a meta musical. That is true. Because I was sitting at home with my family this past Christmas, and we were like, let's watch a Christmas movie together. We saw Forrest Whitaker, and we saw Felicia Rashad, so we was like, oh, this is going to be great. Baby, the moment they started singing, there was everybody in the house. No! That's where the generations bonded. The boomer, the Gen Z, everyone. They're all like, no. What's it called? Jingle Jangle. That's what it is. Obviously, black people are not monolithic. There are some black folks who like musicals. There's someone that comes and be like, I'm black, I love musicals. I'm black and I love musicals.
Because once you get fancy, then you like, I'm highbrow.
I have always liked musicals. I want to be clear about this right now. I do. Oh, God, now you've been to my family. You've seen my family. You know we are not fancy folks. I have always loved musicals. I have always been like, there's lots of us. I mean, I lived in a black community, so I saw lots of young black folks who just loved musicals. Well, I do feel like the bulk of black people do not with musicals at all. We had a great meet and greet yesterday. A lot of people saw me for the first time ever. This is my first time in Australia in like maybe 6 years, 7 years, pre-lockdown. It feels good to be back. I mean, everyone's been really, really friendly. It's a great reception. I don't know, I was about to act like I'm doing a different face. I'm doing the same face I did yesterday. I don't know how I ended up doing this gigantic wing. Monet thinks it's like absurdly big, which, granted, it's not tiny. No, it's pretty big. But I think it makes my face look so feminine.
I mean, being on the Madonna tour, I've seen different variations, and I like to do.
Well, it was really based on how lazy I was feeling, to be honest. You know what it was? I was like, we are in an arena. Is that horrible? To be like, girl, we're in an arena. I'm about to give y'all the arena eye. Y'all want to hear the real tea. There were days I didn't even shave.
All right, you really are giving the real tea.
I said, honey, I'm not mother shaving today. Cake this beard in some Ben Nye foundation and give these girls an old stubble queen, honey. I really put the Butch and Butch queen up in drags. So we gonna be Butch today. That's the thing. Listen, I keep it real. I really don't want to be lying to y'all. You know why? Because I don't want to keep up a lie. I don't want to remember if I told y'all I was on Ozempic. I don't want to remember if I told y'all this. So I just want to keep it real. And people who keep their secrets, it's not keeping it real, but it ain't keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I thought about decorating the room a little bit, but we just didn't. Did we put the poster up? We didn't put the poster up. I love the poster. We have this cute little poster, but we didn't put it up. Upside down. There it is. A Rob moment. I call it a Rob moment. Isn't that cute? It says, please not, because people will just barge in. I don't care where you are. People will barge into your room. Aw. This photo was taken by Albert Sanchez. And the other photo, show the other photo again, was also taken by him as well. These are some press photos I took a while back. So we get to the airport this morning at 6 o'clock. Well, we leave the hotel at 6 o'clock, leaving from Brisbane to Sydney. And girl, I get off the plane and I'm looking down to see what time I need to podcast today. And I don't have my phone. I do not have my phone. So annoyed. So now I have to go back. Now here's the thing. Did you know in Australia, baby, they will let you through the airport. They don't check your ID. You don't have to have a boarding pass. You can just walk. You can just go into the airport and just walk around. They don't give a damn. Just walk around the airport. They really don't care. That is wild to me. You can just go up to the gate. No ticket, no boarding pass needed. Just go hang out at the airport, eat at your favorite restaurant at the airport if you want to. I thought that was so wild. But they let us walk back to the gate, and because things work out for me, my phone was sitting there waiting for me. And then we headed back to the hotel where I promptly got dressed for a podcast. And here I am now, getting ready for the meet and greet. I guess that's pretty much all there is to catch you guys up on. But I will be back with you all when I am fully zhuzhed up. I'll be right back. I just started recording again. Also, I guess I could catch you guys up on what's been going on in my life lately, because last time I saw you all on YouTube anyway, I was posting from Mexico City from the Celebration World Tour. So since then, a lot has happened. I guess I should have told you. Maybe I should have started with this. So we did the last show of the Celebration Tour, which was the largest solo concert of any solo artist ever. It was Madonna performed for 1.6 million people on the Copacabana beach in Rio de Janeiro. Showtime. It was honestly an insane experience. I cannot even express how crazy it was. So many people. I mean, just like, they even had to build like us a bridge between the hotel and the stage. It was also our first time ever doing the show outside. We had never done the show outside before. So this indoor arena show turned into an outside on the beach show. Honestly, it was kind of nice. It was kind of, we had low-key moments where I was like, oh, there's a breeze. Because Madonna likes it hot, honey. Madonna likes it hot. And girl, we used to suffer for our art. Suffer for our art, honey. Working with Madonna was a really wild, I'm going to go ahead and say once in a lifetime experience for me. I mean, some people work with Madonna a lot, but actually I've worked with Madonna since then. We did the Ladyland together.
Oh, Ladyland, yes.
Yeah. And obviously, you know, me and Madonna are friends, so we communicate. And then I did have some tragedies. My mother passed away on Mother's Day. I know. But I was lucky enough to have several of my friends come to my mother's funeral. Rob came, yeah. Mitch Farino came, Monet came, Nick came, Mateo came, Peppermint came, Sarah Zambrino came, Ocean Kelly came to send my mother off in style. Lala Ree came. It really meant a lot. A lot of people, a lot of friends of mine and colleagues and, you know, came out to support me in that moment and send my mother off in the style that she truly deserved. Fun fact, you know, is it fun? Weird choice of words, wasn't it? That was odd. My mother didn't wear a lot of dresses when I was growing up. She rarely ever wore dresses, actually. So she wore this black sequin dress. It was the one dress she had in her closet for a really long time. She wore this black sequin dress to my grandmother's funeral. And my mother loves sequins, so I asked everyone if they could wear sequins to my mom's funeral. And I wore a black sequin tuxedo on the Celebration Tour, and I was like, I would like to wear this to my mom's funeral. So called up Madonna and her team, and I was like, hey, can I wear the tuxedo from the Vogue session on the Celebration Tour to my mom's funeral? And they were like, unfortunately, it is in the middle of the ocean, like because my mom passed away after the last show, but then Madonna had them make a tuxedo for me in 2 days? A beautiful tuxedo. I had it shipped to Atlanta, so I was able to send my mother off in style. So thanks, Madonna, for doing that. Thanks to everyone on Madonna's team. You all know who you are for helping that happen. It felt really, really nice. And I was able to send my mother off in some beautiful, beautiful style. So that is something that has happened in my life lately. It's been crazy. So if you're wondering why I've been low-key absent from the YouTubes and from the Instagram and from the, TikToks, there's been a lot going on in the girl's life. But I also was writing my show at the time, writing this show. I'm doing this silver into gold thing that Rob convinced me to do. So if you like it, it was my idea. If you hate it, blame her. I was writing this show, which is weird to be writing comedy while mourning. It was kind of crazy. Oh, and then I was
about to say, you skipped a whole chunk there.
I almost forgot. And then I immediately, 2 weeks after my mom passed away, to the day, went and filmed season 3 of The Traitors. It was rapid. I cannot believe I almost forgot to tell that part of the story. Traitors is going to be a great season. Y'all, if you've never watched The Traitors before, I would start on season 3. I'm telling you, it is going to be a key for real. And I got to turn some great looks on The Traitors too. I'm so proud of the package that me and Rob worked on together for Traitors. I'm very proud of what we did on that show. Truly. And that's all I can say, or Alan Cumming will have me killed. any more than that, and I will be wrapped in a you're like Dorian Corey,
Dorian Corey, yes.
but in tartan. Did y'all know about what happened? Did y'all know about Dorian Corey, the Dorian Corey story? Someone should write that book, The Dorian Corey Story. Dorian Corey, when she passed away, they went through her home and found a dead body in her home, mummified in the closet, and they think that it had been there for over 20 years, or for at least 20 years. She was in this house with this dead body for almost 20 years. Do you think you can sleep like that, Rob? Like sleep knowing there's a dead body in the house?
It depends on what he did to me.
But still, there's a dead body in the house.
No, I'm sensitive to smells. I guess you become nose blind after a while, but how did the neighbors not?
Let me say right now, New York City neighbors don't they do not bother you.
Okay.
I have never had a neighbor complain about noise. I've never complained about noise. I've never said anything about a smell. That's not true. I had one neighbor complain to me because I put my bike in the hallway. Shout out to Irene, the most annoying person in Washington Heights. But besides that, New York neighbors just mind their business. They stay out of your way. They don't get in your space. You don't get in their space, and you just leave each other alone. Do you have the experience in New York?
I most certainly do.
So if your neighbor's apartment smells like a dead body, New York City is truly the home of, if you see something, mind your business. Truly. Don't say shit. So I've learned that as a New Yorker. I just mind my business, honey. My neighbor's apartment smell like a dead body, I'd be like, well, we'll find out. We'll figure it out eventually. Hopefully I can move before we find out why I smell like that. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to put on my lashes. I'm going to put on my hair, my garment, my lip gloss, and then I will see you all in a second. Here we go. Okay, so I forgot to record when I got my look together. I think I was trying to make it a stage on time or to the meet and greet on time. But here is the final look. This outfit was made by Godoy, LA-based designer. And this hair was done by Edward Scissorhands. I absolutely love it. Also, here's a clip of me as a Bratz doll. I don't know why the Bratz doll included my lace. I thought that was a little shady, but you know, they did their thing. They did their big one. And I hope to see you all in a town near you. You can catch me. You can get tickets at seethedragqueen.com. That's SEE thedragqueen.com. And I hope to see you in a town near you. All right, bye everyone.